Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Henka. Today we're going to be doing We're going to be doing my January book haul of 2024. Yeah, there's not much to say, so let's just jump right into it, I guess. So the first two I'm going to show together because they go together. They're different series, but they're by the same author, and I wasn't sure which one to jump into first, so I just got both of them. That would be The Last Kingdom by Bernard Cornwell and The Winter King, also by Bernard Cornwell. The Winter King, it's the first in a trilogy of an Arthur retelling that I am interested in getting into. What I've actually started so far is The Last Kingdom. I read the first chapter of this, and it is so good. They're both historical fiction. This has some fantasy in it. This, I believe, does not have magical elements in it. It's just historical fiction. But I'm very excited to get into both of those. Next is going to be this Goldsboro special edition of Age of Ash by Daniel Abraham. I don't know enough about this book yet, but it was like 20 bucks for the, special edges. It's got signature, and I'm loving The Expanse, so I figured, it was kind of hard to get my hands on an Expanse signed copy, so I'd get Daniel Abraham signed copy, and then at least I'd have one of my favorite authors in a signed copy and get to read more of his work. That being said, yesterday, this arrived. So this is book 9 of The Expanse, which I am nowhere near, Leviathan Falls, but I saw it on a deal. It was like $7. I buy all my books used pretty much, but I was committed with this series. I want them in good condition. I want a nice full hardcover set. If I have to, I'll buy them new. So I'm buying one that are listed as like used, like new and whatnot. It was like $8, and I was like, dang, that's a steal instead of paying $20-25 for it. So I order it, and it comes, it's not attached, it moves around, but it comes with a signed book plate. I freaked out. I was so excited because the only signed copies I could find for The Expanse was Memories Legion, which I have, and it was like $50, and I didn't want to pay that for it. So I'm over the moon about this one. Okay, next is Tyranny of Faith by Richard Swan. I'm currently finishing this one up right now. If you watched my best books of 2023, you will see the first and this one actually in there. I didn't read this one last year, just wanted to show off the cover because that is beautiful. It's super good. It's a fantasy thriller with some horror elements, mystery, all this. Investigative. I'm just spitting out like buzzwords at this point, but if those buzzwords resonate with you, go read this series because book 3 comes out on Tuesday. Next we have Other Land by Tad Williams. This is a sci-fi series set in the future where it's kind of like Ready Player One, where there's a VR world that you can go into, and this girl's brother gets kidnapped by the shady people in this VR world, and basically she has to go try and get him back. This one actually has kind of a funny story because I ordered it, and you might see it up there. I don't know what's in frame. I ordered it on eBay for like $10. It came and was in just the worst condition, so I got a refund. They made me not send it back, and then I found this copy for $5. So I was pretty happy with that. And now I have I'll read the crappy copy just to keep this in better condition probably. Next is Inferno by Dan Brown. I do already have this book, but I had the American edition, and I saw this on the clearance at half price. And I actually passed it up one day. Came back a different day, saw it. The dust cover had moved, and I saw that there was some art on the naked hardback, and I was like, okay, yeah, now I'm gonna get that one. So it's still got a bunch of stickers I need to take off, but I love the dust jacket, and I love that naked hardback. That's just so nice. So obviously had to pick that up. Now I have 2 copies. Not sure if I'll keep them both, but if I don't, I'll be getting rid of the American edition. Whoa. Okay, they have the art for all the other UK editions in here. Kind of makes me want to swap out my whole Dan Brown collection, but I shouldn't. One other one with a bunch of stickers I need to take off. I think the next one's like that too. But hey, when you get them on a deal, I'm not going to complain. This was the prequel to The Pillars of the Earth. It's The Evening and the Morning. I don't really know anything about it except that I got it for 50 cents, and it's a prequel to a highly acclaimed series that I want to read, so why would I pass that up? Chonker of a book. Let's see, I've not even checked yet, but it feels heavy as hell. 903 pages. That must be some nice print, because this is way heavier than Way of Kings or something. So I don't know a ton about this, but it's Ken Follett. It's historical fiction related to Pillars of the Earth, so it ought to be good. The next Ken Follett we have is moving the other direction from Pillars of the Earth. This is the sequel. Again, I haven't read Pillars of the Earth. I need to. When I see a deal, can't pass it up. This next one here is Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. This was a pretty good Stephen King month for me. I got 2, you might be able to see them over there. Again, I don't know what's in frame. I got 2 grails kind of for me. And then this one was just a cheap $4 book. I had been wanting, and I've heard some bad things about it, but honestly, I plan to read everything King has written, so might as well pick it up. So this is a King Grail. It's the Bachman books by Richard Bachman or Stephen King. The reason that this one's so hard to find is because he took Rage out of print, and this is a book club edition, so it's easier to find. It does not as cool as the original hardcover, but I got it for $10. They're selling for a lot more online. I think it's really cool. It has value to me, and that's all that matters. So I'm very excited about that. Like, I saw it in the bookstore, picked it up, and just mindlessly started walking to checkout. I was not even done searching yet, but this was so exciting. And then a week later, I go into another half price and I find Firestarter by Stephen King for $10. This one's less of a, crazy deal, but it's still pretty good. You can't get it for less than $15 on eBay. And this is definitely one that I've wanted to read for a while. It's a book club, but it's hard to not find a book club of Firestarter. Definitely excited about that one. This tiny little thing is The Fall by Ryan Cahill. I really want to get into his series, The Bound and the Broken. So I decided I'd start with this little novella, and I really love just a physical copy, so, I ordered this on Amazon. Some of y'all might know this already. I was surprised. I'd never bought Amazon Direct, publishing stuff, that it was printed the day I ordered it. On the back there, it says, printed in Coppell, Texas, 20 January, 2024. I think it arrived on the 21st, which is crazy. Okay, the next one, maybe none of y'all know about, maybe all of y'all know about, and I just didn't know it was super cool. But from what I've heard, I think it's kind of a not super popular series. I read this one as a kid, don't even think I finished it, but I remembered loving it, and so I wanted to pick it up and just finish out the story finally. I saw this at half price, $8 all the time, and I wanted to get it just to see, but wasn't going to pay $8 for it. And then I saw it for $4 and was like, you know what, fine, I'll pick it up. That's not a bad price. As they're opening the book to put the receipt in there, I noticed some Sharpie, and this is another accidental signed copy that I bought, which, nobody knows who Obert Sky is and 11 Thumbs, but it's really cool, especially because I read this as a kid and loved it, and now it's like, oh, I've got a signed copy of that book. So this is the last one on my haul before we get into this crazy $5 bag of stuff that I got this month on Facebook Marketplace. I'm very excited about that and to show you all that. But this one is The Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams. So another Tad Williams pickup this month. Obviously, I need to read Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn, and the hardcovers are insanely hard to get. The paperbacks are just the worst because I hate trade paperback size, which is weird. I prefer hardcover. If it's not hardcover, I want mass market. I'm very either ends of the spectrum, nothing in between. Anyway, I really liked this cover. Loved the mass market of it. Found it for a few bucks, half price. So I picked it up, and I'm hoping to get to this one soon because I know this one has been surging in popularity again. Okay, so now we're going to get to the crazy $5 bag that I got on Facebook Marketplace. This dude definitely was not making any money. He just wanted this stuff out of his house. Most of it was duplicates, and I was very happy to take it off his hands. Some of it wasn't even me. It was Star Trek, which I'm starting to watch, but not anywhere near where I can start reading the books or things. So I got rid of some of it. I've kept some of it, and I'll show you what I've kept now. So this first one here is The Hobbit and then the Lord of the Rings trilogy in this nice mass market copy. I don't think this guy ever read it. These are in perfect condition. Included in that was this, which is the real reason I wanted the whole thing. Everything else was just, an added bonus. Is this the 50th anniversary? Which edition is this? I think it's the 50th, but I feel like I've seen copies that look exactly like this, but they say 50th anniversary in this square here. So we're just going to say it's a special edition. It's got the nice slipcase, the gold edges, again, some gold on the front. Really cool. Well, I guess this isn't gold edges. This is gold spine, gold on the spine, gold on the front, and some really cool design on the edge, as well as nice full-size art by Tolkien. Like that. That's just so nice. Okay, so included in that, we also had Tolkien's Ring by David Day. This kind of seems to be just a examination of Lord of the Rings. So it says it's a literary detective work about J.R.R. Tolkien's inspiration and sources. So I guess it talks about how he created Lord of the Rings, what he drew upon. Didn't really know about this at all, but it looks cool. I'm interested in reading it. I love coffee table books to just flip through from random times. So I am positive that I'll be getting into this one. And then this is the official movie guide for The Hobbit. I really don't know what's in here. I'm guessing just a bunch of it's a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, pictures from set, and just probably stories from set, how they did different things. That's pretty cool. I'll probably flip through this a few times. Don't think I'll read it front to back, but nice to have. And then the last two things we have here are a Star Trek Starfleet technical manual, which is actually pretty cool. It's basically what they would receive when they enrolled in Starfleet, and it's just got all about your uniform, every bit of the ship. It's really cool. This last one is Star Wars Storybook. This is the first 3 movies, so episode 4, 5, and 6, turned into a children's storybook. And it just tells through the story of that trilogy with a bunch of different pictures, and it's very, very cool. I don't have kids. I'm not planning to have kids. But if I were, I would definitely read this to them. So maybe I'll read it to my nieces. Okay guys, thanks for tuning into my first book haul. I've really been enjoying being on BookTube. I've only had a couple videos out so far, but just got way more positive response than I was expecting, and that really helped me boost my confidence and feel like I really want to be part of this community more. So thank you guys so much for checking this out. Tell me what books you bought in January. I almost said July. Tell me what books you bought in January. If you liked any of my picks, if you hate any of my picks, what you think, just go off in the comments below. And yeah, look forward to some more videos coming soon. Thanks guys. Bye.